For me, it was love at first sight. Graceful lines enshrouding raw power. Unburdened by gravity and defying physics, they represented fantasy and aspiration, the culmination of human ingenuity and ambition. As a child, I spent many hours paging through books and magazines, analyzing designs and performance data, fantasizing about being in the pilot's seat locked in a dogfight or combating nature to land an airliner in a raging storm. Hi, my name is James and I'm the curator at Libraero.com. Like many of you, I love aviation, everything about it. As a child, it was a superficial love. How fast could it fly? How high could it go? What kind of weapons could it carry? But as I grew older, I realized these machines were much more than flashy photos and performance specs. They were time capsules, and in them were stored the engrams of the emotion, experiences, and the zeitgeist associated with their creation and operation. They touched so many parts of life, both personal and collectively, and I became fascinated by this fact, and how much of it could be lost to time. An aircraft could be born through political intrigue or as a child of technological revolution. It could be used for war or peace, as a tool of creation or destruction. And then there were the personal imprints. Engineers who spent many days and sleepless nights to bring a craft to life. Pilots who had almost unbelievable experiences operating these machines. Real-life political drama that would be a hard sell even by Hollywood standards, and it was being lost to time. That's why I created Libraero. I wanted to capture these experiences and emotions, not just the facts and figures. Certainly there's no shortage of aviation books or websites, but what they lack is the ability to capture the totality of the object. I realized to do that you have to consider two important factors. Number one, the role community plays for that craft or object, and number two, the history of events surrounding that craft or object during its life. Let's take a moment to look more closely at each of these. Community. When we look at an object, an aircraft for instance, we tend to take a myopic view. We may pick key personnel, a lead designer, astronaut, or a pilot, but tend to forget about the totality of what is involved to create, maintain, and operate the craft. We may look at the technology or politics, but we lose the contributions of all the others involved, and how much of that contribution is not only fascinating, but critical to gaining a better understanding of its history. History that can help us learn, grow, and apply to future endeavors. Libraero was designed to directly involve the community by allowing the community to make direct contributions. Those with a passion or experiences related to a particular subject can take stewardship or make contributions to that subject. Rather than just superficial encyclopedic data, the community can help provide nuance through their knowledge and experience and give a more complete picture. After all, who better to moderate and regulate content than those who are directly involved with or have a passion for a particular subject? Event history. In a way, everyone and everything is a chrononaut. We move through a time continuum where one event leads to the next for every moment of our lives. A lifetime is the sum total of these events, and to truly understand that life, you need to include them all. Time is a critical design feature of Libraero, particularly its ability to record the events that make up a subject's life. Libraero was designed to consider the fact that every subject has a timeline, a series of events that occur from cradle to grave. When a subject is created, it can be associated with a timeline that is designed to be fluid, allowing it to be continuously updated by the community as more information is gathered. Libraero can also group related events into stories, giving a more complete idea of how related events are associated to subjects, with the hope of creating a comprehensive picture of the subject's life. Of course, Libraero also contains encyclopedic data that has been designed with information fusion in mind for the user. You can browse aerospace subjects from a master catalog and gorge yourself on specifications, stats, and media. We are continuously expanding the catalog with new subjects, timeline, and multimedia, so come back often. Additionally, Libraero will be releasing new videos about some of the subjects and timelines we think you might be interested in, so make sure to subscribe to our site and like our videos to be notified when new content is released. There are some interesting things happening at Libraero.com, and in the coming days you will be introduced to our librarians, contributors that help to create, moderate, and present Libraero content. So if you share my passion for aviation history and all things aerospace, please come visit us at www.libraero.com to browse the library and consider becoming a monthly subscriber to help us catalog and capture the history of the subject matter we all find so fascinating. It costs less per month than a cup of coffee and helps us to expand and serve more interesting content to you. All links are posted in the description for this video. Thank you for your time and consideration, and we hope to speak with you again soon.